G'day friends, welcome to day 26 of Inktober 2017. I've got Steve again.
Hi guys. I'm back.
Wow, that was very, very excited.
Well, I have more of a voice. Almost.
Steve's still strapped to the Bane mask machine, still taking care of his vocal cords.
Well, always. But here's the thing. It's in Southern California. It has been so incredibly hot the last 3 days, like well over 100 degrees. For those of you who exist in Celsius, I don't know, like
a million.
Like 44 Celsius, something.
That's no.
Yeah, it's been so hot. We'll figure it out.
It has been disgusting. I haven't been going outside because of it. But
like over 105 degrees. Yesterday, I worked last night, and we were on like heat modifications because it was still over 90 degrees at 10:30 p.m.
You know what? So Steve's here today because we're doing brushstroke mermaids, and
go ahead.
I've got like a million things we need to talk about, but this is done in real time, so we only have as long as this takes.
Okay, so we've got a minute. Well, The reason why my voice is scratchy is because it's super hot and the winds are really bad and all the dust everywhere.
Well, I was going to say, Steve performs outside. That's why they're modifying their little performance offerings. But I do have experience with that because my show used to be semi-outdoor as well.
Yeah. Aren't you fancy?
And I used to have to wear velvet.
You did.
So it was a lot.
Great.
Can I whinge some more, please?
You can. I can empathize. I feel you.
No, I'm just saying I do know where Steve is coming from, and it's dramatic. But anyway, enough about the weather. What do you love about mermaids, Steve? Because you are big into The Little Mermaid. Where does that fascination stem from?
I don't know. I think as a kid, I might have watched the movie Splash growing up.
With Daryl Hannah.
With Daryl Hannah and Tom Hanks. And what's her name? Madison, because she... which is so funny, because she got her name from seeing the street sign Madison Avenue.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was how she came up with her name. And now Madison is like every girl's name out there.
It was definitely from that movie.
Yeah, the cat's going crazy over there. But anyway, yeah, so...
I love mermaids too. I remember when we were younger, we used to go to this, like a rock pool. Every summer we'd go to Southwest Rocks, which is like on the mid-north coast of New South Wales in Australia, and we'd do a family holiday up there, and we'd always make a pilgrimage to the rock pool, and Mum used to say that there were mermaids in there.
Oh,
I guess trying to get me to go, because probably didn't want to... We'd all stand behind the rocks and the big waves would crash over and everyone's screaming, and it was the same deal every year.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good childhood memory. There were seahorses in there, so I believe that the mermaids were as tiny as the seahorses. That's why I couldn't really spot them.
Right.
But
which would make perfect sense in a fairy tale land.
Yeah, which is where I exist.
Yes, this is true.
You know what else is our favorite? Under the Sea.
Oh yeah,
Tokyo DisneySea.
There it is.
We can't talk about it too much because I'll just want to go back.
That's fine. We can go back.
Looking for any excuse at this point.
Look, I think that also kind of goes with like the fascination with mermaids. Like as a kid, going back to The Little Mermaid, when the movie came out, I actually didn't see it in the theaters. It wasn't until my family and we went on a family vacation to Ecuador for 3 weeks. And in Ecuador, back in the late 80s, early 90s, they were several decades behind just because that's how the country was. And they didn't have The Little Mermaid, or it wasn't out yet. And so we took the VHS copy and we showed all my cousins over there, and we watched that movie at least twice a day, every single day, for the entirety of that vacation. Like, we were obsessed. And, ever since then, it's always been kind of, that fascination with mermaids. And, we would go to Lake Tahoe in the summers. And there was, near the pier where we'd go swimming and jump into the lake, there was a big old rock, and we'd call it Mermaid Rock. And me and our family friends would go there, and we'd all do that part of your world moment because the waves would crash.
You'd flick back your long hair.
Yeah, my long hair.
Your bowl cut.
Yep, and the rest of us would throw water up in the air to make it look like the big splash.
The atmosphere. I love The Little Mermaid too. I remember when I was younger, I feel like the first one I saw was the Hans Christian Andersen version, and I was not into it. I loved the mermaids, but I didn't love the story. It was so dark.
Well, it's super dark because the real story in the end, she sacrifices her life for the prince.
It's very not Disney.
No, but it is true love, right?
Is that what true love is, Steve?
I suppose, when you sacrifice your feelings to somebody else. Wow. Singer.
Thank you. Pitch perfect. I loved The Little Mermaid. I loved her red hair. And I love the way it's animated. I think I was always taken with hair, and I used to have Little Mermaid Barbie dolls that I'd take into the pool, and I'm just
Try to do
totally
the thing.
outing myself here. But Mum bought them for me, so she allowed it. I think it was grand, actually. But I used to take them in there, and I used to just watch their hair. Like, I would just dunk them under and just make them swim and just watch that hair go. I was fascinated. Take them into the bathtub as well. Anytime I could just, like, dunk them in water and just watch it go.
I love that. Didn't, like, the animators, like, they went super specific with how they animated her hair.
The animation of her hair was just as important as the animation of, like, everything else in that movie. Like, it had its own character.
Well, and it always does, too, right? Like, it
had to. It was in water.
Yeah.
But I say that as I'm animating my own hair on here, thinking, wow, look at the flow. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm not a Disney animator, so it's fine. We love Tokyo DisneySea for this very specific reason that we love mermaids, because they have a whole under-the-sea world. Tokyo DisneySea, if you don't know, we actually went to Japan earlier in July, and we have a whole vlog about it and a whole project, so go check that out if you're curious to see what we got up to. But Tokyo DisneySea is, like, it's divided into ports. So there's, like, Mediterranean Harbour, the New York...
Yeah, the New York port over the waterfront. New York waterfront.
They have Under the Sea, which is areas...
Mermaid Lagoon.
Yeah, Mermaid Lagoon. And it's underground, so you go underground, and they actually have a show in there called Under the Sea, right? Oh, it's called something different now.
King Triton's Concert.
Okay, so the OG show that we went to watch when we were working over there was Under the Sea, and it was, like, the original story, but, like, a 15-minute version of it. And it's and Ariel's up in the air. It's like a, what do they call it?
An aerialist. Flying.
No, the experience. It's like basically the whole show takes it goes above you.
Right. So the whole land. It's like you see Mermaid Lagoon, you see, like, the castle, and you go in, and of course you're going down, and it's the feeling like you're going into the water.
Yeah.
And so when you go into the theater, like, the outside of the theater looks like an old shipwreck. And so you're going in and you're sitting down and the show is happening above you as if it's very immersive, like you are literally under the water and she's flying, quote unquote, swimming above you.
My mum was laughing her head off when she watched that with me.
Why?
I felt like a little boy.
Oh, same here.
My eyes, and honestly, like, it's just weird because, well, you know, I'm not going to give away any magic here, but you're watching it and you don't expect to have that kind of reaction, but when she comes towards you and she, like, waves at you and smiles, you just meld.
Yeah, you like bated breath.
Yeah. Like, can't breathe, someone call my mom.
No, it's so good. I love it. It is super. It is like like a testament to Disney magic, of course. And of course you can see the wires, you see the harness, but what is it? Like, you
suspend disbelief.
Yes, exactly. So you just completely are involved and immersed into that world, and it is so fantastic. And
they've changed the show since then. It's a bit of a different spin now. It's all about music.
Yeah, but it's still
it's a huge spectacle.
Yeah.
All
our mermaid fantasies are coming true. The next thing you know, we're going to be in, like, those fins and doing photo shoots on the water.
You know, I always thought I would become one of those people.
Really?
Yeah. Either that or, like, a mad cosplayer.
It's okay. It gets extra money, right?
Yeah. I used to love Pokemon.
Did you really?
A little bit.
I never watched that.
I think I loved it because Caleb liked it, and, like, if he was getting Pokemon cards, then I didn't want to miss out. Like, I like the cartoon too. Sailor Moon. I was big into anime. I think that's where my Japanese obsession started.
Look at you.
I know. So anyway, that's I guess that's where both of our obsessions with mermaids come from.
Yep. Thank you, Disney.
Any last thoughts on mermaids, Steve?
If you get bored, type in Jodie Benson, Part of Your World, and you can see a recording in YouTube, and you can watch her do a recording of, like, in the recording studio, singing Part of Your World with Howard Ashman. It's incredible.
Okay. Alrighty, so we'll leave it there. And I'll be back tomorrow with some more Halloween video and another Inktober.
Yeah, enjoy the close-ups.
Bye.
Bye.